Tupac Shakur by Horace Austin. Early life. Tupac was born June 16, 1971. He was born in East Harlem, Manhattan, New York, New York. His government name, according to his relatives, was Lassane Parish Crooks. He was named after Tupac Amaru II, an 18th century South American revolutionary who was executed. His mother, Afeni Shakur, born Alice Faye Williams, and his father, Billy Garland, were both active members of the Black Panther Party. Tupac lived his childhood with people that were involved with the Black Liberation Army. His godfather, Elmer Geronimo Pratt, a high-ranking Black Panther, was convicted of murder that was later overturned. His stepfather, Mutulu, spent 4 years at large on the FBI 10 most wanted fugitives. Tupac had a half-sister and an older stepbrother. At the age of 12, Shakur enrolled in Harlem's 127th Street Repertory Ensemble and was cast as the Travis Younger character in the play A Raisin and Son, which was performed at the Apollo Theater. In 1986, the family relocated to Baltimore, Maryland, where he went to the Baltimore School of Arts to study acting, poetry, jazz, and ballet. Shakur was remembered as one of the most popular kids in school because of his sense of humor, superior rapping skills, and ability to mix with all crowds. Shakur developed a close friendship with Jada Pinkett while attending the Baltimore School of Art. In the documentary of Tupac Resurrection, Shakur says, "Jada's is my heart." Pinkett called him one of her best friends that she has ever had. In June of 1988, Shakur, now 17, him and his family moved to Marin City, California. Legal issues. In October 1991, Shakur filed a $10 million civil suit against the Oakland Police Department, alleging they brutally beat him for jaywalking. In November of 1993, Tupac and some of his entourage was charged and convicted of first degree with sexually assaulting a woman in a hotel. In October 1993, while in Atlanta, Tupac and his driver shot at 2 off-duty police officers for almost hitting them with their car. The charges were later dropped. In 1995, Shakur began serving his prison sentence on the sexual assault case at the Clinton Correctional Facility. While in prison, Shakur read many books by Machiavelli and other works of political philosophy. Rise to stardom. In the early 90s, Shakur debuted his rapping skills in Digital Underground Same Song from the soundtrack Nothing But Trouble. After his rap debut with Digital Underground, he released his first solo album, Tupacalypse Now. That album didn't release any top 10 hits. The Tupacalypse Now album had a lot of controversy after a Texas youth defense attorney claimed he was influenced by the album before he shot a state trooper. His second album, Strictly for My Homies, was released in February of 1993. This album did better than the previous one, debuting on number 24 on the Billboard's 200. On the rise. In late 1993, Shakur formed the group Thug Life with some of his friends. On September 26, 1994, the group released their only album, which went gold. His third album, Me Against the World, was considered one of the greatest and most influential hip-hop albums of all time. Dear Mama was released as the album's first single in February of 1995, which topped the top 10 Billboard's 100. The second single, So Many Tears, was released 4 months after Me Against the World and was number 6 on the Billboard's charts. In 1996, All Eyes on Me was the fourth album released by Tupac. This album was easily the best production Tupac has ever had. It was certified 5 times platinum after 2 months of the release date and 9 times platinum in 1998. Machiavelli the Don, Illuminati, The 7-Day Theory is his fifth and final studio album and was released under his new stage name, Machiavelli. This album was completely finished in a total of 7 days during the month of August 1996. The lyrics were written and recorded in 3 days, and the mixing took an additional 4 days. This was the last album before Tupac's death. On September 7, 1996, Shakur was in Las Vegas, Nevada, attending the Bruce Seldon and Mike Tyson boxing match. Around 11 to 11:05 Pacific time, Shakur and Suge Knight were stopped on Las Vegas Boulevard by Metro Bicycle Police for playing the stereo too loud and not having a license plate, but was later found inside the trunk and then released. About 11:10, while stopped at the red light at the intersection of Flamingo Road and Covell Lane, a vehicle occupied by 2 women whom they invited to the club. At 11:15 p.m., a white 4-door Cadillac pulled alongside of Shakur and fired gunshots into his chest, pelvis, right hand, and thigh. Shakur was rushed to University Medical Center of Southern Nevada, where he later died of internal bleeding. Accolades and honors. In 2003, MTV Countdown listed Shakur as the #1 MC voted by the viewers. Vibe magazine poll in 2004 rated him the greatest rapper of all time, voted by fans. Editors of About.com ranked him number 5 on their list of the top 50 MCs of our time, dating 1987 to 2007. In 2004, Tupac was given the title of the highest selling rap hip-hop artist of all time in the Guinness Book of Records. At that point, he had sold 67 million records. 2005, Rolling Stone voted Shakur was named 86 of the 100 immortal artists of all time.